he was just like a brother, and straight away we laughed and didn't stop laughing for the last 6 years. He started making he invited me down to his place in France, and I set up the drums in his front room when he was asleep, just to get things rolling. And we made a Motown cover, and I went to another room to have a rest after I did the backing track, and I woke up to hear him singing. It sounded pretty damn good though, for home recording.
The loss of a loved one is said to be among the worst sorts of agony somebody may go through in life. And in the instance of Johnny Depp and Jeff Beck, this theory seems to hold true because the actor is devastated by the loss of his best friend. But despite all of the suffering he is currently experiencing, Depp has the self-confidence to talk about how intense his relationship with Jeff actually was. And let me just say that these men were far closer than most people believed, and it's actually only the beginning of the shocks regarding their connection. Jeff and Johnny. If you want to learn everything there is to know about these two icons, make sure to watch until the end. There is so much to learn about their friendship and Jeff's last days. Hit like and subscribe for more videos like this. Due to their musical talent, some people refer to them as the dynamic duo, while others simply refer to them as Jeff and Johnny. Regardless, nobody who is acquainted with the two would fail to recognize the immense suffering that Johnny must be going through right now.
Once you've connected on some sort of level and you become that tight, you practically don't have to say anything. It's an eyeball glance and you're both on the floor laughing.
As you can see in the video, Jeff and Johnny's friendship extends much beyond just their shared love of music. For the two, it resembled something akin to a brotherhood because of all the things they did and the fun times they had. And when I mention that they had a brotherhood, I don't just mean that they had a connection back in the day. Because of this, Jeff and Johnny were there for one another even in the worst situations. And Johnny hasn't been afraid to talk about it.
There was a couple who very much helped to keep me alive and sane and happy through the weirdness, and that's Jeff and Sandra.
Being able to share his love of music with his best buddy further enhanced the passion that Johnny has had for music from the very beginning. And I know all of these are just mere words. That is why you must see them for yourself. It's intriguing, isn't it? Well, Jeff and Johnny only know how to act as brothers in that way. Additionally, the fact that the duo never stops supporting each other adds to how great their love is.
Jeff Beck, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Jeff Beck, the dog.
Depp was unaware that Jeff Beck and he only had a short time left together because Jeff Beck passed away at the age of 78, which devastated his family and friends as well as Depp. The loss of Beck to meningitis, which he caught a few weeks before his passing, is claimed to have left the actor completely devastated. The two have been friends for a long time before they made headlines last year when they played on stage together and recorded an album together. But when did Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp start hanging out, and what have they been up to since then? According to Jeff Beck, Johnny Depp and he apparently became friends in 2017. When the two appeared on stage at the Royal Albert Hall in summer, Beck introduced Depp by stating, "He came knocking on my dressing room door around 5 years ago, and we haven't stopped laughing since." After the Amber Heard trial over the summer, Depp went on to make other special guest appearances. However, Johnny's feelings for Jeff went beyond simple sibling affection. In fact, you could say it outperforms that by a wide margin. When he talks about Jeff or is simply near him, Johnny frequently displays more admiration. And the actor hasn't been silent about these opinions.
It's like Jimmy Page said, there's a lot of great guitar players, and then there's Jeff Beck.
Depp and Beck worked frequently together over the course of their 5-year friendship, usually through music. Depp is an actor, but he is also a gifted musician who has played in a number of bands. According to Beck's official website, the actor and musician are musical soulmates and have been working on new music behind the scenes for a number of years. Depp told Stevie Van Zandt that in October 2022, "For me, Jeff, very simply and kindly, Jeff and his wife Sandra just took me into their house and I lived with them for months and months and months, and then we went on the first tour together." Depp added, "So for me, having had to deal with other things at the same time, once those things, are down the road and you drop into the tour, it's like you're home. You are home and you feel at home, like where I can actually be me." Then came 2022 when Depp traveled to the UK to accompany Beck on tour shortly after his legal dispute with Heard was resolved. The pair then said they were collaborating on an album with a working title of 18. In a statement introducing the record, Beck said the name was inspired by how youthful he and Depp felt around one another. "When Johnny and I started playing together, it really ignited our youthful spirit and creativity. We would joke about how we felt 18 again, so that just became the album title." Depp, on the other hand, described playing and writing music with Jeff as a tremendous honor. A source claimed they were quite close, and while they were on tour together this past summer, their bond became even stronger. Beck's bedside was visited by Depp and other friends and family members just before the musician passed away from meningitis. The illness developed quite quickly, and in the past few weeks, everything has gotten much worse. They added that Depp was still taking in this news. He is heartbroken. Several people on social media were also completely unaware of the terrible news. Without a doubt, the shocking news rocked the entire world. But at this point, all we can do is wish for peace to come to the singer's loved ones and friends, especially Johnny. Tell us your thoughts. Check out our channel for more videos if you like this one. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and stay updated on our latest videos. Don't forget to hit the like button.